Hi guys, and welcome to another vlog, and in this vlog we are going eventing. So to start out the day, I had to sleep over with my friends, and then I ate ice cream for breakfast, of course, and I brought Frank some donuts, so we got at a gas station. He got some other treats, and I brushed him, got him ready, packed all my stuff, and then we decided to go play around a little bit in the arena, and I took off his halter for one of these, and then I left the halter on for one of them, just because, and then we got on a couple-hour road trip, and we stopped at the gas station about 20 minutes away, because we all really had to pee, and we checked on the ponies, which they were totally fine, and they were just kind of chilling in the trailer, and then we finally got to the eventing course, and there's also a show jump ring and a dressage ring, and today we're just going schooling. So we started off by warming up. We got the ponies tacked out of the trailer, got them water, and we started walk, trot, canter both ways. This is just us cantering. There's bits and pieces of what we did, but Franklin actually tried to buck me off after one of these jumps. We did a couple warm-up jumps, which I don't think I have a video, but then after we got to this one jump, he started bucking afterwards, and I just heard my trainer scream, sit up. So he was unsuccessful at getting me off, but that's okay, because so that was really funny. I was laughing after that, and then we went and did it again, and he was completely fine, but I'm gonna skip through all this cantering stuff. So this was the jump he actually started bucking after, even though it's not on video. That was the exact same one. So we did some warm-up. We did a bunch of jumps. We warmed up over some smaller things. We did that. And then we did some lines, I think it was. Those are some lines. And then we went to a course, which he was kind of a brat for, because he did not want to turn right. He wanted to turn left, and that was his final decision. We were going left and not right, and you guys will see where he decides to be a brat. So after he decided that he'd be a brat, actually I don't think this is the course, so he's gonna watch this line, and then I'll kind of talk you guys through the course, because I think I'm starting over, and I was getting so tired, and it was getting annoying. So
Just hold up 1 second. Hold up. Ah! Yep. You can go now. Thank you, girls.
Okay, so now we're on to the course. I'm pretty sure, yes, of course. So we started off with this tight 2-stride line, or maybe it was 3. He kept on making a 2, and then, oh wait, no, that's just practice. Okay, now we're on to the course. So he kept making that line a 2, and we decided it was better as a 3. So that's kind of like a tight 3, but a long 2. So it's kind of So go safe rather than not. Then he was crossfired there, and my trainer was yelling at me to not allowed to be crossfired. And then we come around to this jump, and this is a triple, 3 line, and I don't think I've ever done kind of a line like this. And Franklin wanted to turn left back to his friends, and that kind of caught me off guard. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're just going this way now. So then I circled back around. My trainer told me to start over. So after we got him circled back around, got us all brought back together, and I came back in.
Start over.
Hold on.
Keep your reins.
Wow.
Half halt.
Come
You
back.
gotta set him up. Put him on his butt.
And then I come back into this 3-stride.
Keep him on his butt. Good.
So then I come into the 3-stride and go all the way out
between your reins and your leg. Don't let that shoulder lean.
The 3 long jumps in a row, whatever you can call it. I don't want to call it 3-stride, but
Hold.
I don't know
Hold.
what you guys call it.
Thank you.
'Cause
3,
so
4,
then
5,
the
6,
3
7.
jump
Perfect.
line,
Push,
we call it that.
push.
And then I was ready for it this time, but then he kind of got the best of me. I gave him a little kick. Didn't really work.
He's gonna
Kinda
He's going right.
Pulled on his face a little much. Sorry, Frank.
Good job, Claire.
But
He wants to go to his friends. He doesn't have that option. Do it again.
but then my trainer's like, oh, we gotta start over again. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just went into the line because I did not want to have to go through the 3-stride line because he's doing that one fine. It was just that stupid line that he did not want to turn right, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So basically we go back around, and we're like, I was like, you have to turn right. I was like, you're going right. I was like, you're making this so much harder for both of us. If you just turn right, we could be done with this. So then we can go eventing. And I was like, then we can get you water. And we can go, like, you know, do everything. Because he jumped a little. And then he got a bunch of water. And then before the course, he got water. But I'm sure he was getting thirsty because he kept doing that. But he got water right after we were done. So yeah, so we did that line. So then he finally went right because I was like, you're going right, and that's final. So then he went right, and then we did that line. That was good. And then we came into this jump. Now this jump does not look scary, but when I tell you, when you approach this jump was like had this filler that was like super wide, and it was terrifying. And he like jumped that line, of course. Then he decided to go galloping down the line like a crazy jumper, even though he's supposed to be a little hunter. And then we just like he was like, oh, so I'm supposed to go galloping now. And then he's like, wait, I have another jump. So then he turns into that jump nicely. And yeah, he did a change in the jump.
I'm going right to my friends.
To flowers. To little shit, but that's okay. So I told him he's a really good boy, and I brought him to get some water. We got them all changed, and later we went out to a cross country course. And we all started by practicing through the water. And then we all lined up and just did a couple jumps. And we decided that the horses were feeding off of each other, and that we were just going to go individually. Then we started to go individually across the course. And so I started at Tadpole because the beginner novice jumps are like 2'6", 2'9", 3 foot, and they're huge and they're wide. And some of them are like really big. So we started off in Tadpole, and he was really good for that. Hold on. So here's our Tadpole round. So if you're wondering, I am wearing GoPro. I cannot figure out how to get the videos off of the computer, though, from the GoPro. Like, I have the GoPro videos on the computer. So I'll just have to log into my YouTube account from the computer and dump them onto YouTube. So, you know, I'll figure it out eventually. But computers and me don't exactly get along great with phones like that and stuff, but not so much computers. Anyway, so then Franklin decides that he'd be a great idea to buck me off, or try to buck me off in the exact same spot he tried 2 years ago, which is crazy to me because, like, even though it's two different angles, if you look back at the video, you can see, like, the building in the back, and, like, it's literally the exact same spot, which is crazy. Like, this looks a little different, but it is insane because it's, like, literally the exact same spot. And I could not believe it because somehow this pony remembered that he got me off and went galloping back to his friends 2 years ago. Anyway, so then we approached, I think we did probably did jump, and then we had this like long stretch, and I was trying to keep him from like really getting gallopy, because like I don't want him to go like super fast and like be really bad, and like I don't know. So even though they're like really little, it was still kind of terrifying because like you've never done these jumps that are solid, and you know you're going a lot faster than you usually would be, and you have to guess going up to them, and you cannot screw up because you really want to go down. And then I kind of missed that jump, and if you hear in the GoPro video, I don't know if it has very good sound. It kind of does. It's kind of like windy, so it's like but I told him he's a good boy, and then we went back around and we had to do that jump because I kind of missed it. Oh well. I didn't see it because like coming down the hill, all Franklin wanted to do was run, and like it was just such in like the weirdest spot, like you know, like it's the jump is like angled way like down there, and you're supposed to go to the water, so I did not realize that there was another jump there. So then we go with this jump, and then he was very good for that. He took kind of beat up. And then we go to this next jump. We go into the water, and I was kind of afraid he's gonna stop, and I was like, and then he just like kind of cantered through comfortably. So that was fine. And then we had a jump coming up after the water, which was that one. We did really good for it. And then we canted off. And then we had some like a long stretch. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. These long stretches were tough because like you still have to maintain like a consistent speed. You can't really run. So it's like, you know. So he started to kind of get, no, I don't think it's going to test. And then he started to question, like, going up this, and I was like, you know, we're going, and he went, and I told him to go forward. And then I kind of almost missed this jump, but that's okay. And then we went over that, and then, we had to, I think we go over one more jump, and then we go into the forest. it was like really dark in there, and like it was kind of like, it's not dark, but just like, I don't know, it's not, you know, there's not much sunlight in there, so it's pretty dark, and like there's so many roots like right in the way of the jumps, like they're just supposed to be taken before the like huge roots sticking up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to die. And it's like downhill too, and I was like, oh gosh, this is not gonna end well. So that happened, and this jump was kind of terrifying. I was trying to tell him that he was bad before I put aside that he's gonna take the biggest jump of his life, and my tree would actually scream or something like that. But they, it was like, that was so dangerous, and I really did not realize how big of a leave out he took until I watched the video. Like, I knew it was a big leave out, but like it felt like a normal kind of leave out, and like, I don't know, it was like that one was huge. So then my trainer was like, go make sure he does that again. So then I was like, oh, okay. So then he goes around, does it again, because like honestly, when I like before I watched the video, the jump literally did not feel as bad as it looks. Like, I don't know, I know it was huge, but like it did not feel as huge as I really thought it was, or wasn't, I don't know, whatever you want to call that. But it felt like a like normal size leave out, but not like that big of a leave out, if that makes any sense. So then go over this jump, so then we have this next jump coming up, and this is probably like the biggest jump of the Tadpole division, and it's like this big like solid boxer thing. Frank's like, oh, whatever, and he just like takes the lever out of it, and then we go back, have some lunch, get ponies, get water. Later on we come out to the course, and my trainer's like, do you want to school over beginner office? And I was sure. So we go out, we school over beginner office. So we take the first jump, he was completely fine, and then we had this long stretch again. So the beginner novice jumps are quite big. Like, they jump from like 18 inches to 2 foot to like 2.6 to 9 foot, like big jumps. So basically we come up to this shrub, and I was like, it's gonna try to buck me off again. So then he goes with that shrub, and you can't really see it, but all these jumps that we were jumping are like extremely wide and just like really intimidating. So then we had this like really long stretch up until our next jump. I kind of forgot this jump was here. So we went over that jump, and he was really good for that one. My trainer was like, you cannot take these big leave outs like on beginner novice because it will not end up. And then I kind of so Franklin got really kind of round over winter because over summer because he's being turned out during the nighttime, so he's getting 12 hours on the block, and he's being in during the day. So then he's got really round, and I forgot how tight my girth needed to be because it used to be on 3 and 3, now it's on 1 and 1, and I kind of forgot that he was now out during the day and in during the night. And my foot kind of touched the jump foot, like I shifted. I wait, my saddle started to slip to the right, so I kind of flipped it to the left. And then like those two jumps, like how I kind of shifted too much to the left because now my girth's too loose, and my foot touched the jump. Why are you circling? So then I just shift right, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good. And then of course I missed the jump once again, and now I'm starting to think it's me, not just like the design. Probably is me, whatever. But so yeah, I was like freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna outgrow him. This cannot be happening. But even if I get taller, I can still do dressage. I think because I can be like, I don't know, really tall, and I have my feet dragging me around, so I can do dressage and be completely fine. But then I was like, oh, it was just a saddle thing. Like my saddle shifted like so far. So like, I really don't think it's a problem because like jumping 3 feet and 33 just like once again is not a problem. With my feet touching the jumps. But this old pony I started to tingle, my feet actually started to touch the jumps. And whenever I'd go over them, I was like, okay, that's it. And then, so yeah, so then we jumped that. And then my ek was not it today, but whatever. Then we go into this whatever I said, into the water. And then we have this jump that comes up, like, it doesn't seem very quick, but like, I don't know, all these jumps are like, just like seem like they come up quick, like going uphill and like jump something is like, sorry, then the jump it comes up, and then we have this long stretch again, and we're just like, I'm like, go, and it's like, not that we need to be galloping, but we need like a more forward speed just to get more momentum on those little jumps. And this jump was so weird because it was like, you can't see it, it was like this, like I didn't realize how big it was till we went up to it. It was like this ditch, like thing, huge ditch, and then huge step up. So, and like going up to it in illusion, like to not look like it's that big, but like walking up beside it, it was huge. And then we had this huge table, and it was like 2 feet wide and like really high. It was like one of the biggest jumps. And that one, and then it was this line to that other one, this other one, and he over jumped it, which was so cute. And I had to make a couple circles just because he was going so fast. But he also had to step down. And like when I tell you that, I'll explain. But we had to make a circle just because my trainer was like, I need you to trot and step down. And this is another reason why we're just not ready for beginner novice, because I don't want him galloping up to some of these jumps like he was or is. And so we trot and step down. And then this step down right looks like tiny. Like this is gonna be my problem. When I tell you, it's like my trainer told me to sit back, and then I kind of sat back too far, and I've never done one of these before, so it felt weird.
Sit back.
And I kind of bounced back, and I felt bad. But it felt so like weird. And then he went galloping off, and our jump is in that one right there. We just barely missed it. And I was like, I'm not galloping up to that jump like that without like a good stride to it. So then we turned around. I told him that he needed to slow down, and then we trotted up to it. No, I picked up the camera because it is quite a large jump. And it's also like another one of like weird slant up jumps. So it's like sorry. And then this is like the forest. It was like so many roots, like just a trip and like falling things. And it's like, oh, we're gonna go galloping. And I was like, no. Because now he's going up to this like big log, and then under it is like this huge ditch. So it's like, I was like, and then I explained to my trainer what I was doing, and she couldn't hear me, so I had to keep saying it.
You're doing great.
You got it.
And then we went up to this other
showing beginner novice, you're schooling it.
log. And then I was like pretty, so like he was going up to it kind of fast, and I tried to check him, and he's kind of mad about that. But then I saw the stride, so I pushed, and then we were fine. But he decided that it would be a great idea to just take off, and I could not get him to stop. And like I was like saying, whoa, I was telling him to stop, and he does not usually do this. Like usually he's not really a kick, right? He's kind of like, he's lazy, but he's not lazy. Like he'll go, but he's not like, I don't know. So then I had to like do like an emergency stop, because I didn't want him galloping up to this. And at this point, I was just so exhausted.
One more.
And then
Finish your last fence.
I was so exhausted, and then coming, and then you have to take a poo. And then we came around to this jump, and we were trying to do this jump, but I was just so tired, and I just did not have the energy to make him go over it. So we just kind of like went left, and I was like, oh, whatever. So then we had to go around, and we kept going left, and then yeah, he went left twice, and that was like the only thing he refused all day, which I'm really proud of him. And then we finally went over it, and that was all good. And then I'm so proud of Frank. He did so good. And then we went back, loaded the trailers,
Is the yellow one
off, threw all the stuff in the trailers.
Trot.
Took like a 2-hour drive home, and then I went to gave Penny a bunch of love, groomed her. And then put her up. We went to dinner. No, we didn't go to dinner. We were all so exhausted. And then we got home, and I just went straight. I showered and went straight to bed. I was so tired. And all in all, Frank did so good, and I'm so proud of him. He's such a good boy. So yeah.
Told her to trot for a reason. Claire, hold your trot. Trot the jump. Come right back to it.
Did you hear her? Can you hear her? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next or tomorrow, because we posted Friday. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.